Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome to Mama Shmoo's Homeschool Reviews, where I share all things homeschool here on my channel. You guys know that I'm like a planner nerd, and I love sharing curriculum reviews and books and resources for your homeschool, and that's what this channel is all about. So I hope you guys will join in the future and click that subscribe button to join Mama Shmoo's Homeschool Reviews. Today's video, I'm going to be focusing on my daughter's second grade curriculum and give you guys an update on whether or not it's working for us. This summer, I bombarded you with lots of curriculum videos, and I did lots of flip-throughs, and I shared all of these resources with you guys that we are using, some that are old, some that are new, and I had such a blast doing that. So now I get to share with you guys whether or not I made the right decision and if my kids are actually liking the choices I made for them. It could be hard sometimes as a homeschool mom. They might not like it, but sometimes you gotta just keep on pushing and continuing on those books and resources that you've chosen for them, just to see if it's something that they like. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with our family. So last week I did my son's kindergarten curriculum update, share with you guys what we've been doing, what's been working. This week I'm just focusing on my second grade daughter's stuff, and she is definitely an honest kid, and she tells me exactly what she likes and exactly what she doesn't like. So it's a little hard because I know I could change curriculums really quickly and figure out if there's something else that can work for her, but I'm a stickler to keeping to the same curriculum definitely at the beginning of the year and seeing if we can just stick it out. And most of the time we actually enjoy it. The further along we are using it, it's just a matter of time. So let me share with you guys what my daughter likes and what she doesn't like. I'm going to start with her favorite curriculum, which she tells me all the time. She wants me to tell you guys, let them know, Mom, that I love Explode the Code. And this is her Explode the Code curriculum. This is Explode the Code 3, and then she just finished this not too long ago, and now she started on Explode the Code 4. At the end of this book, she was learning about vowel digraphs and learning how to master those words and spell those words, and there's lots of different like worksheets on these that she really likes to do. And then this one for Explode the Code 4, they started out with doing compound words and endings of words in ing and est. So actually what's really interesting about the beginning of this book, she was learning the same concepts in her program called The Good and the Beautiful, which was really good because it reinforced what she was learning. So this works out really great. If you have never seen the inside of this workbook, I did a bunch of flip-throughs for you guys on Explode the Code for elementary age, and then I also did the preschool Explode the Code book. So if you want to see an in-depth like flip through on those, I will link that video down below for you guys to check out, just to see if you guys would enjoy it. I paired this up with The Good and the Beautiful because she can pick these up whenever she wants to, and she could start working on them by herself independently, and she doesn't need my help. With The Good and the Beautiful, it's something that requires me to be opening the book up, reading it to her, and going through the lesson with her and teaching her like a new concept. This she can actually just do on her own, and if she has a question, she just asks me. So instead of using The Good and the Beautiful as a full entire language arts program where we can do spelling and handwriting and picture study and everything, we use it for about 15-20 minutes at the most of our lesson during our day, and then we combine it with this, and then we combine it with The Good and the Beautiful handwriting. So let me share with you guys her handwriting. This is the handwriting that she's using from The Good and the Beautiful Level 2. I do like it. I think it's wonderful. She enjoys it a lot. I try to have her just make sure she just goes nice and slow and do her handwriting really slow, and I don't want her to rush through it. I told her if she could just do one row of really good handwriting, that's what I would like instead of her rushing through it. There's lots of tracing in this book. I think that she could have gotten like level 3 or 4 so she can start like doing more copy work. But I don't regret getting this one because this is level 2. I assumed it was second grade level, but with the levels in The Good and the Beautiful, you have to really make sure before you purchase it that it's on their level. If your kids want to do more copy work, maybe going to the 3rd or the 4th level would be best for your kids. If they're in second grade, it depends, like I said, what they're willing to do and what they're really good at doing. So if they have good handwriting, you might want to up a level. But I think it's good. We can go through this really quickly. She could learn how to form her letters a little bit better and take her time. And then we can always purchase another one. They're like $12.95 or $10. They're not that expensive. I just like the fact that they have the handwriting up at the top, and then at the bottom they could draw and color, and my kids really are into that. So it's a very simple, minimal handwriting program. She has fun in it. It's really nice. It's like a little portfolio of all of her handwriting. Along with this handwriting, I did have the cursive handwriting workbook that I linked in my Amazon store, and she did that a couple times this year, and I think she's going to put it on hold and do it when she feels like she's ready for it, because it is a little tricky. She probably has to master her handwriting first. So I thought that cursive workbook was really neat and affordable, and I love the way they taught the cursive. So when she's ready for it, we'll pick that back up. This is another workbook that we use for her spelling, and we just use it here and there, not every single day at all. We started picking up way more lately, and they have a lot of great poems and a lot of great vocabulary for the seasons that we're in, and we really like this. I actually used this in our poetry tea time the other day, where I read a lot of the poems for fall, and it was really, really fun. And it has little calendars in the back here, and it has little spaces for them to write their spelling words, and there's lots of doodle work that they could like actually do artwork and color. So I'm going to share with you guys how we're using the Good and the Beautiful Level 1 and what is different than how we used it last year for her first grade year. We are still using this. We have a quarter of the way to go, and it's really a good program, I think, overall, and that's why I'm still using it with her. We introduced this really slowly last year for her first grade year because she's a young first grader, but she started to read really quickly, and so I thought that this would be better for her than to use the level K, and I'm glad we did. So we worked through it really slowly. We worked a little bit of it through the summer. If you want like a detailed review of it for the end of our school year, I did a video on that, and I will link it down below. But as far as the lessons that we're learning right now, for the first month and a few weeks, we were doing homophones. We also talked about nonfiction and fiction. We talked about literature and parables. There's a lot of different variety in this workbook that I like. They have some worksheets, they have some dictation lessons, they have spelling lessons, they have phonics words to read, they have short poems or short stories. So there's lots of different things that I like about this program, because I get bored very easily with programs, and then I like to do my own thing. But with this book, I've noticed that it really works with my teaching style, and there's always something different every single lesson. And some of the lessons are longer, so I break them up into 2 days or 3 days if I feel like we want to work on them a little bit longer. Like when we wrote a story, we worked on it the whole week and had fun with it. And there's some lessons that we do very short and simple. That's why I like this program. You can make it your own. You can do it as long as you want or as little as you want. We take about 15 to 20 minutes on each lesson each day, and we try to do it at least 4 times out of the week. We're doing it way more consistently through this year than we were last year, because I feel like last year we were just getting our feet wet with learning language arts, because she was a young first grader and she just started reading really well last year, and I didn't want to go with the kindergarten level because it was a little too easy, and then I was a little apprehensive about going to the level 1 because it was a little hard. But we took our time last year, and like I said, we still have to finish it up, and then we will go to level 2, and I'm still not sure if we're going to continue on with the Good and the Beautiful. I love it so much. Like, I love the program. I love all of the ways that they teach it, but my daughter doesn't love it so much. She has like a love-hate relationship with it. Some days she likes it, some days she doesn't, but that's just a typical kid for you. So I think, like, if it were up to me, I would love to stick with it and do level 2. There's also other ones I've researched, like Master Books, that has a really good language arts program, and then BJU I looked into. They have a really good program. So I'm still kind of on the fence. I definitely want to finish level 1, and I would prefer to go to level 2 with using the Good and the Beautiful. They actually revamped their worksheets, or their workbook, for level 2, where they have the lessons in order than having like all of the stuff at the beginning. So I'm really excited to see like the new stuff that they have. So I want to do it, but if it's something that my daughter is like not wanting it at all, and I feel like it's making our homeschool day not so enjoyable, I might change it. Those are like my thoughts for right now. We'll see what comes about in the future when we finish this up. We'll probably finish this up in, I was thinking December or January, so I will probably have like a mid-year homeschool update for you guys, but that is how this is working. I wanted to talk about our BJU Math that we decided to use last year in the middle of the year. We were kind of slow in the research area of that. It was my fault. I started doing her first grade math in the middle of the year, so we're still continuing on for her first grade, and I put it on this little clipboard. So I'll just take a chapter out of the book and put it on a clipboard, and we will see how many pages we need to do to finish it out in the week. We're trying to go a little bit faster with it because it is first grade and she knows a lot of the concepts. I took some of the chapters out that I felt like weren't necessary to go over again, and I added some of the things that I think we need to work on before we go to grade 2 math workbook. So I have a flip through video of grade 2 for you guys, and the first grade and K5. I'll try to link them down below. If I don't, you could check on my channel and you could look at those flip throughs so you can see what they're all about. But we like BJU. My daughter likes it. I like that they're colorful. I like the fact that they're spiral taught. I think mastery is a good concept, but for me, I would be super bored. I like different things all the time. So spiral learning is really good for the way I like to teach my daughter, and you will go through like certain concepts and then you'll review some stuff at the end of each chapter. That's how BJU works. There's about 15 to 20 pages for each chapter, and at the end of the chapter you will review some of the lessons that you've reviewed in the past to keep your mind fresh, because it's a spiral method. And so we enjoy BJU. We're excited to go to grade 2. I will give you guys an update on that and how it works out, but we have been doing 3 to 4 chapters this past month. We try to, like I said, go through a chapter in a week. It's a little bit harder because it pushes her a little bit more, but we're really determined to get to grade 2. For the last few chapters of BJU, she's been learning double-digit addition and subtraction, the 3-digit place value. She also is learning time and money and reviewing it again. She really, really enjoys those chapters. They're really fun the way they make it. And then now we're working on fact families, which is a little bit of a challenge. It's not her favorite thing to learn, but we are going through that. And there's a few other chapters that we're going to finish, and there's a chapter that reviews all of the things that she's learned in the book, so that will be our last chapter. I think it's chapter 22, and then we're going to be going on to grade 2, so I'm excited to see what that book has in store for us. I know it's going to be challenging because there's lots of different new concepts that she's going to learn, and I would like to make math as fun as I can this year. That is my goal for math this year, is to really have more of a mentality of not pushing through the chapters, but really absorbing everything so we have a good foundation, and making it fun through games. I'm going to try to purchase more games online and try to do more manipulatives with it to make things more sense for her. If she's visual like me, I think it would be very helpful to do it that way. So that is just a recap of what we have been doing for the past month and a half. We've been doing language arts and math very religiously. Haven't started any unit studies as of yet. I've been slowly creating a unit study that I think we're going to work on. So if you guys are interested in seeing a detailed video on all of the books and the things that I have gotten for a unit study, let me know in the comments down below if you want to see something like that. I know you guys enjoy my morning baskets and my unit study videos, so I will try to do that for you guys coming up soon. I'm not sure exactly when we're going to start our unit study. It's kind of up in the air still. I get really excited about it and focused on it to definitely learn a subject like science or history in a fun way without having to do it like the old-fashioned way where we're working with a textbook and then a lesson book. So it is definitely a fun way for me to teach my kids through books and literature, to teach them science and history. So I will let you guys know what we choose pretty soon, and let me know in the comments down below if it's something that you want me to show you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. If you have not joined my channel yet and subscribed, I would encourage you to do so. I have a lot of fun things that I will be talking about this year with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.